Sam Richardson grew up in Detroit, and while his career has taken him around the world, he hasn't gotten Hollywood at all. And usually that's a cliche, but with Richardson, a devout Detroit sports fan, his projects are usually rooted in his roots. From Detroiters with his friend and fellow Michigan native Tim Robinson to a guest role on Ted Lasso with his buddy Jason Sudeikis, Richardson makes relationships and makes them count. His latest show is another step on that journey. Sam Richardson is back to work, showcasing his talent on one of Hollywood's biggest stages.
That was an awesome welcome, man. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, dude, what's up?
Ben, sorry to have you play third wheel here today.
Oh, are you guys very close, you two?
We're
friends.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
The actor and comedian also has a knack for making everybody feel like $1 million.
I want to hear the personal question that you're going to ask Sam. I don't care about me. I want to see what two friends ask each other. Go for it. Brad, hit him with it.
Just being the kid from Detroit, U of D Jesuit, Wayne State studying here, to be on these big projects and to work with friends like Ben. What is it like to be on stages like this now, Sam?
It's great because there's things like on every level of like those times, like being at U of D and doing like the high school musicals and shows like that. It's like, oh, it's always what I wanted to do. But then you think like, all right, that's where it's going to end. And then I'm going to figure out what the real thing is. And like start doing Second City in Detroit. And I'm like, all right, well, this is fun. But what the next thing's going to be? And then like, it just keeps going. And like now I'm able to be here and like look back on that and be like, oh yeah, I told you I'd do it.
Wow.
How did this all go so wrong?
The new show, The Afterparty, a murder mystery comedy set at a reunion.
This is a murder.
To be on this project, people are going to fall in love with the two of you and the camaraderie you have on this show and the way you guys play off each other. Ben, what was it like to work with Sam on this and to be on this project?
A nightmare. And it's a quick and easy answer. I don't even have to think about it. The idea that I had to stomach it, the idea that I had to push through it. Have you ever walked in the mud and your feet, it's just like your feet won't move because they're so stuck in the mud? Sam in the artistic world to other actors is exactly that. You're trying to move forward and make a scene and he's pulling you back and he's making you feel like you can't do it together. He also, anytime you end the scene, they call him the Mud Man. Anytime you end a scene, he says, "And I nailed it. You can cut now." After every
that's how you know that's the take to use.
But that's so inappropriate because
it's still good for the editor.
I'm in the middle of my lines when you say it.
It's not gonna matter. I'm saying,
To be honest, so when I got texted from Sam. From Chris to do it, Sam was attached and I immediately was like, oh my goodness, bits aside. I was like, oh my goodness, I've always wanted to work with Sam. And Sam knows, I tried to get him on a different show I was doing. Like I wanted to work with Sam for a very long time. I found him very funny, but also when he acts, there's heart and there's genuine, you feel the emotions he's feeling. And then whenever he wants, he can make the audience laugh like a magic trick. Whenever he wants to make the audience laugh, he can do it. So I was in all that. And then Lord and Miller to me are heroes. They're on my top 5 list of people I've always wanted to be directed by. And then they told me that my episode was going to be a musical. And I was like, this is insane. It's just everything that could have been great about it. It was just a no-brainer. It was such an easy yes. And whatever you want to do, let's make this work. So it was great. And the cast is, especially because it seems, Brad, it seems like you understand comedy. The cast is like the best, funniest people in the universe. So we got really lucky.
That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Every episode is going to be told from a different character's perspective. And of course, I had to ask him about his guest starring role on Ted Lasso. Guys, he said it was a 2-week surprise. He had to hold off from family he was staying with, and then he had to wait months to finally reveal it. But speaking of secrets, Glenda had the biggest secret of all when you were on Detroiters with Sam and Tim, and you couldn't tell any of us. How cool was that?
Oh my gosh. There's this one part where he had to touch my knee. I mean, we were laughing the whole time, and he made me feel so comfortable, and so did Tim. He's such a great guy, Brad. It was great to see you talk to him.
Awesome to see him doing so well, too.
Yes, it is. And what a great guest spot on Lasso, by the way. Hilarious.
New show debuts this Friday, Apple TV+.